Butterflies are insects in the Macrolepidoptera and Cladrobulosera from the order Lepidoptera, which also includes moths. Adult butterflies have large, often brightly colored wings, and conspicuous, fluttering flight. The group comprises a large superfamily Papilionoidea, which contains at least one former group, the skippers, and the most recent analyses suggest it also contains the moth butterflies. Butterfly fossils date to the Paleocene, about 56 million years ago. Butterflies have a four-stage life cycle, as like most insects they undergo complete metamorphosis. Winged adults lay eggs on the food plant on which their larvae, known as caterpillars, will feed. The caterpillars grow, sometimes very rapidly, and when fully developed, pupate in a chrysalis. When metamorphosis is complete, the pupal skin splits, the adult insect climbs out, and after its wings have expanded and dried, it flies off. Some butterflies, especially in the tropics, have several generations in a year, while others have a single generation. And a few in cold locations may take several years to pass through their entire life cycle. Butterflies are often polymorphic, and many species make use of camouflage, mimicry and aposematism to evade their predators. Some, like the monarch and the painted lady, migrate over long distances. Many butterflies are attacked by parasites or parasitoids, including wasps, protozoans, flies, and other invertebrates, or are preyed upon by other organisms. Some species are pests because in their larval stages they can damage domestic crops or trees. Other species are agents of pollination of some plants. Larvae of a few butterflies eat harmful insects, and a few are predators of ants, while others live as mutualists in association with ants. Culturally, butterflies are a popular motif in the visual and literary arts. The Smithsonian Institution says butterflies are certainly one of the most appealing creatures in nature. The earliest Lepidoptera fossils date to the Trias-Jurassic boundary, around 200 million years ago. Butterflies evolved from moths, so while the butterflies are monophyletic, the moths are not. The oldest known butterfly is Protocoeliades christenseni from the Paleocene-aged fur formation of Denmark, approximately 55 million years old, which belongs to the family Hesperidae. Molecular clock estimates suggest that butterflies originated sometime in the mid-Cretaceous, but only significantly diversified during the Cenozoic. The oldest American butterfly is the Laecine Prodrius persiphone from the Florissant fossil beds, approximately 34 million years old. Traditionally, butterflies have been divided into the superfamily Papilionoidea, excluding the smaller groups of the Hesperidae and the more moth-like Aetolidae of America. Phylogenetic analysis suggests that the traditional Papilionoidea is paraphyletic with respect to the other two groups, so they should both be included within Papilionoidea to form a single butterfly group, thereby synonymous with the Cladrobulosera. Butterfly adults are characterized by their four scale-covered wings, which give the Lepidoptera their name. These scales give butterfly wings their color. They are pigmented with melanins that give them blacks and browns, as well as uric acid derivatives and flavones that give them yellows, but many of the blues, greens, reds and iridescent colors are created by structural coloration produced by the microstructures of the scales and hairs. As in all insects, the body is divided into three sections: the head, thorax, and abdomen. The thorax is composed of three segments, each with a pair of legs. In most families of butterfly the antennae are clubbed, unlike those of moths which may be thread-like or feathery. The long proboscis can be coiled when not in use for sipping nectar from flowers. Nearly all butterflies are diurnal, have relatively bright colors, and hold their wings vertically above their bodies when at rest, unlike the majority of moths which fly by night, are often cryptically colored, and either hold their wings flat or fold them closely over their bodies. Some day-flying moths, such as the hummingbird hawk moth, are exceptions to these rules. Butterfly larvae, caterpillars, have a hard head with strong mandibles used for cutting their food, most often leaves. They have cylindrical bodies, with 10 segments to the abdomen, generally with short prolegs on segments 3, 6 and 10. The 3 pairs of true legs on the thorax have 5 segments each. Many are well camouflaged. Others are aposematic with bright colors and bristly projections containing toxic chemicals obtained from their food plants. The pupa or chrysalis, unlike that of moths, is not wrapped in a cocoon. Many butterflies are sexually dimorphic. Most butterflies have the sex determination system where females are the heterogametic sex and males homogametic. The male small skipper has pheromone-releasing sex glands on the upper side of its forewings. Courtship is often aerial and often involves pheromones. Butterflies then land on the ground or on a perched teat. Copulation takes place tail to tail and may last from minutes to hours. Photoerosion at the genitals are important for this and other adult behaviors. The male passes a spermatophore to the female. To reduce sperm competition, he may cover her with his scent, or in some species such as the Apollos plugs her genital opening to prevent her from mating again. The vast majority of butterflies have a 4-stage life cycle: egg, larva, pupa and imago. In the genera Collias, Arabia, Euchloe, and Parnassus, a small number of species are known that reproduce semi-parthenogenetically. When the female dies, a partially developed larva emerges from her abdomen.